Gamers, does Master Duel suck? Is that the reason I haven't uploaded in 30 days? Or is it just because I love the game so much, I can't stop playing? I can't stop playing Master Duel, so I'm not making any videos because it's so good. I guess we're going to find out by watching this Farfa video.
For the last 3 or 4 months now, masterduel has been consistently breaking records, and it isn't the type of record that you might be familiar with or possibly want to even celebrate in the first place. No, masterduel has been smashing the lowest concurrent player base it's had.
Again, this is like, I think this is normal. Chat, can you tell me? Is this normal? Like, because I know live service games, usually they go down in player base. Like, the launch is usually the biggest time for a new free game, right? Is this like a crazy amount to go down? Losing 4,000 players over 3 months? Oh, wait. This summer's been bad for Master Duel. Marvel Rivals now has the same amount of players as Overwatch. Master Duel hasn't gained players in 7 months, the longest streak in its history. Oh, so it was gaining players at times before? Or was it like, it wasn't consistently gaining, but it was from time to time. The months would go up, go down, go up, go down. And then they haven't gone up again for 7 months, which makes sense, by the way. I took a month off of Master Duel and literally I get paid to play it. I literally get paid to play it. And I was still like, man, I don't even want to be paid to play this month. It popped off during Blue Eyes White Dragon release. Yeah. Like Blue Eyes was, like the Blue Eyes release was sick and fun. And then they hit it like a month later because, I don't know, Konami's stupid.
Concurrent players now when we were averaging about 20,000 plus just last year. Can you believe and imagine that Snake Eye had more people playing the game than where the game is at today? This card right here is enough to make me just never want to play ranked again. Not even gonna bother whining about Maxi. We've done that 1,000 times. Just given up on the fact and gaslit myself into believing that'll never go away. And
yeah, a lot of people. It's just kind of like... And the thing is, I was like coping about Fua making the game better, and I was super wrong. It just feels like you just get Maxied more often. They kept 2 Maxi, they added 3 more that everyone's running. You just kind of see Maxi. Now it's kind of like, all right, I'm going to be playing into Maxi a lot. It's just what it is, man. I really thought they were dropping Fua to like delete Maxi, but then it was just like, no, actually... Here's 20 Maxis, 20 MDC Maxi cope videos in my playlist. Look, man, I really thought they were like, man, all the cope I said too is so embarrassing in retrospect. I was like, oh, this card is clear. Fuelos is clearly designed so that they can finally replace Maxi and still have a card good enough that everyone's going to run it. Nope. We just want you to run both. Actually.
Animal rights activists, I'm sorry, I hope the bear gets rabies. The fact that this and Baron and Maxi can all exist in a best of one environment with floodgates is so freaking miserable for the competitive aspect of this game. I don't even know where to begin. This is mostly like ranked complaining right now, and this is probably why the vast majority of my content for a long time now has primarily focused on making Yu-Gi-Oh good. And Yu-Gi-Oh is a great game when you don't have to deal with the current meta. That's not to say there's bad...
What does he mean by making Yu-Gi-Oh good? What has his... Aren't all the Yu-Gi-Tubers just making like just dueling basically? Aren't like the same 4 Yu-Gi-Tubers just dueling each other and doing like 5 different wheel series right now? Saga and Roulette and Draft. That's making Yu-Gi-Oh good. Not even hating. I get what he means. You do fun, goofy series. We play weird decks. That is a better way of enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh, arguably. I'd say the same for TCG, low key. But whatever.
Bad metas, my god, head on over to the TCG and it is night and day just how different our games are. Why do...
Is it? Is it really? I feel like TCG players say this shit a lot. I think, honestly, a lot of it is just cope. And I think it's just because the social aspect kind of covers up... Okay, let me put it this way. If you take the TCG format, you remove the social aspect and you just put it in Master Duel, I think everyone's still complaining. I just think there's like a big Yu-Gi-Oh problem that people love to brush aside just by like saying TCG is better than Master Duel. It's not a Yu-Gi-Oh problem. It's a Master Duel problem. No, I believe you that right now the format is better. But I just mean like if we're just talking in general, like Master Duel sucks right now. It's not just like Master Duel sucks right now, right? The video's titled Master Duel sucks. That's a sentiment that a lot of people have had way before this format right now. There's a reason that we're talking about 7 months of people leaving. There's a bunch of different formats where people are leaving. I'm saying like the gameplay, like the loop the format loop is the same of like, oh, the game sucks now. Like it was the same for me with Blue Eyes. When Blue Eyes dropped, I was like, oh, dude, Master Duel rocks right now. I'm loving playing Blue Eyes. I love that format. A lot of people were hating on it, as there's always people hating on the format, but I love that Blue Eyes format. And then they just kind of killed that format super quickly and moved on to the next thing. I hated the next one, and I really, really hate the current format for sure. But just saying TCG is better or doesn't have this issue, I don't think it's true. I think a lot of the TCG issues get masked by the social aspect that just kind of make the game more enjoyable by default. Master Duel has zero social aspect, super hollow game, super soulless. Every time you hop in, you spend a lot of your time waiting and looking at just the red line on top of the screen. Whereas when you're playing in real life, that waiting is like a social interaction. It's not nearly as bad. So I think a lot of the like bad things about Yu-Gi-Oh are amplified in Master Duel because of the simulator aspect more so than the format. But anyway, whatever.
They get to have fun. Master Duel's killing the TCG? Well, here's a counterpoint. If that's so true, why is TCG so much better, and why is Master Duel so garbage? I don't know if...
Again, I think that's cope. I think that's cope. He's just saying, because that argument is literally just saying this current format. So in 6 months, when the current TCG cards are in Master Duel and the current and the new TCG format sucks dick, then they're gonna be like, man, TCG sucks. Why? How come Master Duel so much better? It's like, is that really the issue? Is the issue that like the current, like, I just feel like this is just a loop that's been going on forever of just like shitty format, good format, shitty format, good format. You know?
I don't know if you can tell right now, but this video is completely unscripted, and I have 3 bullet points right now.
Master Duel never feels like anything changes month to month. I can't really agree with that. I think Master Duel changes faster than TCG a lot of the time. When you're in a bad format in TCG, it'll stick around for way longer. Like, at least from what I've seen, well, it depends, to be fair. Snake Eyes, it was super long in Master Duel as well, that it was just completely just a dot, like just there forever. So I'm not saying for everything, but I do feel like Master Duel changes very quickly because you have monthly ban lists. Of course, a lot of them are smaller, but then you do have the bigger ban lists, and also just the monthly set release makes it so the game is pretty much ever changing. Most of the time, every at least 2 months, you'll see like a pretty major change. And oftentimes even within 1 month, you get like a pretty major format change.
Ranked make the game better. Don't know what I really meant by that. It's true though. And I guess we've got like slow card releases and game modes. Now here's the thing.
Those are his 3 flaws. I think the time issue, the pace issue of Yu-Gi-Oh is just like massive. It's probably way worse. Actually, it's probably way better in TCG for that. I'll give TCG that. At least in TCG, you can kind of skip steps or do some steps really quickly. You kind of point the card like, oh yeah, I'm doing this, and then bring it back from the, but you don't have to like do every step like one at a time, you know? So it kind of eases the process a little bit. Fucking Master Duel, man, shit is slow. Shit is annoying. Just so much just watching shit happening. It's crazy. I feel like it's just crazy the percentage of time played in Master Duel that is just watching people do something and you are just watching and waiting. It's crazy. But anyway, it's not in his list of issues. It's fine. That's in my list of issues, I guess.
Be cancelled by a completely different card pool. For example, the TCG. That's not to say TCG doesn't currently have its problems, but Master Duel is in such a miserable, unplayable state. Normally, my discussion style videos tend to be scripted and very sort of new.
But that's really just like a format issue. Again, he's just going to be the opposite thing in 6 months when TCG suddenly sucks ass because of some bullshit release. And Master Duel is like the current TCG format, and people are like, "Oh, this format's awesome. Just come play Master Duel." You know, like, it's just fucking stupid. Like, not stupid, but it's like, it's just circular conversation that's just happening constantly. It's really the actual like release loop that's fucked.
Nuanced and impartial and positives and negatives. I don't care about that anymore. I'm so sick and tired of ranked Master Duel. It is just miserable. I don't think I've tried to grind a ranked game all year, really, at this point. There is no possible way to play an alternative format if you want to take a break and chill out with some Time Wizard, time travel, or something. I don't know. Thanks, America.
Okay, no, but there are like alternative formats. You get events every now and then. I still agree with him. There should be a retro format by now in Master Duel, at least for dual rooms. At least for dual rooms. But Yeah, no, he's kind of spitting there. I'm not gonna lie. There should always be an event going on. There should basically, even when like why even end an event if you don't have an event that's gonna start after? You should just leave the event going. Like it shouldn't stop if there's nothing after. Like Duel Links. Yeah, just literally just give me something else to do, man. Like just give me something else to do. A lot of these events are like pretty fun. If there's not a new one starting, it should just keep going. It should just keep going. There's no reason to end it at that point.
And of course, the fact that there is a amazing format just waiting to be played, but probably 8 months from now, well, that doesn't give me much confidence either. That's really the biggest problem here, is like,
But again, what is the difference between that and TCG? Literally, you were complaining about the TCG probably 8 months ago. And now you're like, yo, the TCG is so good right now. What's the difference? It's just the same shit. Like, in my opinion, the problem is just the fucking way cards are released. Honestly, the card design at Konami is just fucking cooked. Their card designers, sometimes, you know, they're off the za, and then sometimes they're actually like cooking and they're making something that's good and cool and fun to play against. But yeah, I don't know. To me, like that's a way bigger issue, and it permeates everything. It's not just a Master Duel thing. Like this issue again, it's just I don't like he keeps going back to this thing. It's just gonna be reversed later when you don't like one format more than the other.
we're gonna be stuck in this current state before we get the Jush cards till early next year minimum. Why is Apollosa still in the game in a best of one environment? I hope that bear causes her to fall off and break her neck. I don't care anymore. I hope it gets rabies. I'm so sick and tired of these cards that are just game-ending, coin-flippery bullshit in a best of one environment. The game right now is in a state where you have to basically just play Maliss or main Lancia. I mean, in a best of one.
Yeah, the format right now sucks ass. Maliss is super shitty designed. I don't know what the fuck they were smoking. It was ass.
One environment just to beat this deck. It is such a miserable experience. It is a no-joke 37-minute cutscene combo garbage piece of pile of trash. And then eventually, when you do actually get to your turn, they'll just drop multiple hand traps as well as the 5 disruptions they had on the field in the first place. It plays through multiple hand traps. It's very hard to stop. And it has access to some of the most broken cards ever made, like Apollosa. And they just got support! That's what I can't get out of my head.
Okay, he's spitting. By the way, worse than this, even worse than giving Maliss support this quickly, is hitting Blue Eyes in the same time frame that they gave Maliss support. Like, they literally hit Blue Eyes in the same amount of time from release of the new Blue Eyes support that made it good. Within the same amount of time, they're like, oh, you know, Maliss, we should just give them more shit. It makes no sense. Oh yeah, they pre-hit Ryzeal. It makes no sense. It's just so stupid.
This deck has been buffed! I seriously hope by the time that this video gets posted,
that's
that
pretty
the
valid.
Post-Worlds ban list eventually drops and they completely slaughter this deck into oblivion. And it's just unplayable. I hate this game. So I've been trying to make the game fun and enjoyable by other means, like playing the sandbox versions of cubes and drafting and all of these low-powered formats that you guys are accustomed to, wonky Cortec collabs and things like that. Playing a bunch of gimmicky, dumb, fun stuff is always like the best part of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the thing that I enjoy the most. Watching people play in actually a back-and-forth fair and balanced format, using something like the Legacy Pack tournament that we did just recently. But I'm just really so sick and tired of ranked right now, but again, it's part and parcel, maybe something to do with modern Yu-Gi-Oh! That's a whole other different discussion, but like this exact specific meta on
Okay, I get it. We don't like this meta. I kind of agree with him actually that alternative formats at this point are the best way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But I think he's just kind of brushing that off when that's like the actual issue. Like, yeah, why are alternative formats the best way to play Yu-Gi-Oh? Because Yu-Gi-Oh, like the way it works now, it's just not super fun. A lot of that like super competitive stuff, like you'll get like competitive players defending it. Alternative formats get old really quick, but yeah, like I get that they do get old quick. That's true just because obviously usually alternative formats have like a set card pool and they get solved, and that's where kind of Konami comes in, right? The main format is kind of the one that is only temporarily solved. Just because, you know, you get new cards and everything. Dude, playing GOAT format, you could say it gets old. Like, I guess I wouldn't play GOAT format for 3 hours in ranked or anything like that. But the games I will play in GOAT format, I'll have like a fucking good time, you know? And yeah, like people say it gets solved, but Goat format isn't actually solved. Edison format isn't actually solved. They kind of end up being a bit like Super Smash Brothers Melee, where they just kind of keep moving, like, with the whole AMSA Yoshi thing, Yoshi winning a super major, going from being like dog shit character to winning a super major. It's like, yeah, it's a 20-year-old game, but people are still finding new shit. Gigaplant Gemini combo just got discovered recently in Edison. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I don't really follow Edison much, but I do like GOAT format. I'll, pop open GOAT format in a dueling book every now and then. Format gets solved as a fake argument anyway. Yeah, I think a lot of the time people think something is solved, but if you look at pretty much any format, you could probably keep solving it for a long time just because it keeps moving. The needle keeps shifting as people counterpick the counterpicks of the counterpicks.
On Macedo is just like unplayable. Because again, if you just like completely shift.
Okay, I get the Maliss thing, like.
And then they sell basic, a bunch of all
what's the
Maybe
next
the
thing?
numbers are good in terms of monetary gain, because here's the thing: they're making a bunch of all these like crazy bundles. You get these like artwork, just basically generated in some sort of CAD software that a high school student could have done, and then they sell it for like 2,500 gems to get a bunch.
Bro, there's no high school student making that fucking Alistair mate. Get real, okay? That mate is kind of sick looking. It's drippy looking. It's a cool mate, okay? Give us that at least. That's a cool mate. There's no high schooler making Alistair there. Whatever.
Bunch of random packs from some unplayable archetype like Witchcrafter, and then people, I guess, maybe spend their money to buy that. And then you've got this like whole Ghost Rare special vintage sort of artwork of Breaker. People are buying that. So I assume on the cosmetic side of things and the monetary gain of Macedo, it's probably in a good, healthy spot right now, which is dissatisfying for the average player who does want to play Macedo even semi-competitively, because if you play the game competitively and you do your dailies and you do your events, you probably don't need to spend that much money, if anything at all, to maintain a meta deck. Because now the incentive is that, oh, well, if we just keep making more cosmetics and putting more things in the shop, then the game will sustain itself, and we don't actually have to make any meaningful change to Macedo to make it more fun and enjoyable. Do you remember when the release of this game was like...
What is he complaining about there? What the fuck does that even mean? Is he saying that it's bad that that the monetization system is mostly based on cosmetics more so than competitive viability? Isn't that literally the go-to thing people want from free-to-play games? Like, if anything, we have to give Matchroll that at least. It's like, it has one of the most generous, like, free-to-play models of a free game you can really get. He's saying no real development needs to be made on the game if cosmetics are the money makers. I'm not sure that that's true. Look at, like, OCG. Don't people complain about that format too? OCG is cheap by comparison to Master Duel. I know it's cheaper than TCG. There's no way it's cheaper than Master Duel, because just like he said, you can literally just be competitive in Master Duel for free. I kind of get his point a little bit. He's basically saying that they're not incentivized to fix the format. Like, what is he suggesting? Is he saying that it should cost money to be competitive, and then they would fix the competitive nature of the game? I'm just gonna like skip ahead a bit here.
Like Virtual World VFD Turbo, Eldritch with Imperial Order and multiple rivalry goes in, or Drytron. That was the meta.
That's how it released.
Macedo, but nobody.
And Dino. Okay. Sorry, but Dino
cared. Hundreds of thousands of people logged in to play that format, as miserable as it was. But that's because it was fresh, new, and interesting, and it was Macedo in its current shape and form, which was amazing and fun. 3 years ago. It's been 3 years. What has changed in Macedo in 3 years? There's no new game modes. There is no new solo modes. Meaningful gameplay changes to solo mode. There's new reskins of solo mode in the sense that you go through the exact same loop that you did 3 years ago. You read a dialogue, you do a practice.
Yeah, this is like the best. Like, I agree with him like 1,000,000,000%. Like, I hate that. I've been crying about a fucking retro mode in Master Duel for ages, or fucking anything really. I agree that solo mode sucks. I've been covering Master Duel for like over 3 years, and I still haven't done all my solo modes because they're just so freaking annoying and boring to do that I just like, I actively avoid them unless I'm like turbo ultra down bad for gems. I'll do anything else than that pretty much in Master Duel because they're so fucking boring. And yeah, No, I agree. Extra game modes should have already been here ages ago. There was a tournament mode promised, I think, originally that never ended up in the game, which is really weird. Look, the mates are great. I'm not hating on the rewards for solo mode. I'm just saying he's right. Like it's crazy how little modes we got. Yeah, no tag duel. Like it's been 3 years. This game is fucking pissing money. It's like it's literally fucking drowning in money, and they're not reinvesting it at all. The game looks the same as 3 years ago. They added a rank or two ranks. They added two ranks. That's all they did. That's all they did, bro. Like, and they made the events better. I'll give them that. The events got a lot better with time. Their ban list for events always makes you think, why, if they know that this makes a game better, why don't they do it in the actual format? But I digress.
Practice tutorial game, and then you do a game against the bot, and that's it. They keep talking about this whole AI amazing stuff that they're doing with like the learning from duels. They tried that commentary thing, and then eventually, by the way, they scrapped it completely because apparently it ended up stealing from other AI models or something. I can't remember the exact thing. Basically,
Wait,
they
scrapped
discontinued
that?
the AI
I didn't know that.
thing. It's like, oh no, AI has not been working out. It steals from others. Who could have seen that coming? They said and parroted it for over a year now that they were going to implement a way to duel against the AI and stuff. Well, there's nothing even close to that right now for solo mode. There's no new game mode.
That would be pretty cool. Dueling against the AI. Like honestly, I was kind of down with the AI stuff in Master Duel, but I didn't hear about the whole flopping shit. That's pretty funny. It ended up stealing from a hentai game voice acting. What? Nah, I wish it wasn't even more. Fuck, dude. That would have been fire. It was having its grok pop off moment. Oh, we don't talk about that. Yo, that's actually crazy. What the fuck? Okay, that's really funny.
Modes like Edison or the GOAT format, which they have done as dual trials multiple times here, but it's not like anything you can actually do outside of those 3-day windows that happened, what, twice last year? So there's no like ranked mode for that, which would be infinitely more interesting. There's no arena, there's no drafting, there's no tournament mode with dual rooms. They haven't done any changes to dual.
And they did promise a tournament mode before the game even came out. So that's really whack.
Rooms in 3 years. Like, what is there to do after 3 years in this game other than just play ranked? Like, please, tell me. Like, I mean, I can tell you, I'm the content creator here. We've been doing a whole bunch of other things, but what does the average person get to do? Do you guys have like 3 other 4 friends that you can consistently draft and cube with? Maybe, I don't know, but for the average player base, I feel like this game is in trouble. Not everyone has access to a elaborate sort of website software that can like draft a bunch of cards for you and all that kind of stuff. But that's besides the point. Anyway, I just want something here. Like, nothing is going on. I don't understand how so little has been changed in such a long amount of time, and
I just want to point out, and I agree with him, I just want to point out the most important thing they haven't added, which I don't think Farfa is going to think of at all here. And I've talked about this a lot, so I'm not going to fucking harp on about it, but Master Duel feels so soulless because there is literally zero socialization in this game. There's nothing. It doesn't feel like an online game. You literally feel alone even though you're dueling another human. That's how little social aspect they have to this game. Just Hearthstone or Duel Link style emotes to me would like improve the game so much that it's crazy. Like, you literally just gave me like basic bitch Hearthstone little voice line emotes, or even just fucking chat emotes. Doesn't even have to have a voice line. And it would just make the game so much better. If I can at least thumbs up my opponent when they misplay or some shit like that. I would like voice chat more. But even just literally emotes, just literally the most basic bitch Hearthstone emotes would like vastly improve Master Duel. Having any type of social aspect would be massive. The game feels so fucking dead and soulless. When he's right, by the way, in ranked, it's fucking grueling. But I think that's a big part of it, is that lack of social aspect that TCG does have. And I think a lot of people sleep on how much that adds to the experience. So, because look, in Duel Links, I was spamming emotes, bro, and that shit was fun. If I was waiting, at least I could spam emotes type shit, you know? So, yeah. Voice chat I would like even more, but I know a lot of people are going to say, well, that would be toxic, and I don't really give a shit about that, but whatever. Even just the basic bitch emotes would be such a massive improvement. Should have already been added. And I really wish, Like, they're never gonna do it. That's the thing. They're just never gonna do it. He's right. They're never gonna do shit.
Reaching my breaking point because I want to play ranked. I have a competitive itch. I'm a competitive player at heart. I love grinding. I love playing the top tier best decks and having back and forth fun games. You just don't get that currently. Like, Maliss is not a deck that offers that type of gameplay. Ryze is
right.
not a deck that really offers that type of gameplay. At least like when it's so dominated by Maliss anyway. It really is just go fish, it feels like. I might just be an old man right now complaining.
I disagree about the Ryzeal. That's kind of bullshit, to be honest. Ryzeal is like, I feel like Ryzeal is quite well designed. Like, you can play a lot of decks into Ryzeal. It's just kind of Maliss existing that fucks shit up.
Think about meta bad, but this is truly one of the worst metas I've played in. I just want to play TCG format, but online.
By the way, this meta is not even half as bad as Runic Stun format was years ago. It's just that I think people are too fatigued. That's the real thing. It's like Master Duel fatigue from just a long, shitty format, and your new refreshing, your new breath of fresh air from your long, fucking tiresome format is a new tiresome ass shitty format. And I think that's what it is, because we went from Snake Eye Fiendsmith for ages to now this. Yeah, like Master Duel fatigue is absolutely real, and I think that's what's happening, really, because that's what hit me. I didn't post a fucking video for a month. Why? I was genuinely fatigued. Like, I just didn't want, like, when I would boot up the game, I'd get demotivated instantly. Today I had a good time playing just Blue Eyes and just kind of just being like, fuck it, you know, if it doesn't work out, doesn't work out. I'll just play something I like and just fucking whatever, play some Duelist Cup. And it was really fun, you know, so you got to find your own fun, I guess. But yeah, no. He's right.
Basically, and these decks just can't come any faster. Even if you want to play for fun rogue decks and stuff, it's just that the problem is, like, Maliss is so overpowering and basically beats like 99% of the card pool, even some floodgates. It's just a miserable experience. I'm not having fun with the ranked format right now. And again, all of this could essentially boil down to card pool bad. We just need new cards. We just need the new format to come in place. But I feel like there's just like a fundamental...
That's another good point. My name is Jeff saying, like, no, Maliss got tailored release and support. It isn't fatigue, it's greed. Like, that's kind of a good point, because Farfa was saying earlier, like, oh, you know, it seems like they only care about, you know, cosmetics, so they don't care that they're fucking up your format. But that's not true. It's actually the opposite. They'll just drop super fucking expensive, best archetype in the game type shit and get all the competitive players fucking spending gems to buy that if they don't have enough gems already to like actually build it for free, which a lot of the time you actually don't, you know, like it's not that easy with the new like recently, just the archetypes are getting so many more URs than they used to, so it's really hard actually to keep up and still be free to play. I would say, even if you're just playing like the best deck in the game at all times, I feel like it's still probably pretty hard to keep up. We all got bored. Also, it's the fault. There's so many better games out and coming out. That's true. It's also just like there's a bunch of good shit coming out right now. Like, not everyone's trying to play Master Duel all the time right now. The game's also charging for basic ass quality of life shit, like extra bookmarks. Dude, the bookmarks shit had me dead, bro. Like, what? How are we charging for fuck? They should charge me for my volume slider. They should be like, if you want to pull the volume up, you should pay. They should charge me for fucking toggling on and off for chaining. They should charge me if I want to put it on auto chain during a duel.
Mental root issue here with cards like Apollosa being allowed to exist, with Maxi being in the game, with even just the concept of best of one. But these are all problems and issues that we've talked about historically many times.
Best of one, it's got to stay best of one. Sorry, I'm not trying to play fucking ranked ladder in Master Duel. Best of three, no thanks. Fuck that.
I guess I'm just really feeling the burn right now because I'm just really struggling to enjoy ranked in any shape or form. I wish that like we could play like Orcus, the new stuff, the punk things, new Dragon Maids, Dracotail, Yummy, Vanquish Soul, K9. These are all like actually good, fun, interactive back and forth decks. Sometimes they have their issues and
okay, yeah, you like the new.
I'm trying to think of like the best ways to like fix this, and other than just like, you know, burn it down to the ground and start again, which is essentially what Justice Hunters did. That's kind of like where I'm at right now. I'm just gonna keep playing these dumb little fun game modes and watching silly replays, and hopefully that'll tide me through until the game gets fun and enjoyable again. I mean, you do probably recall like last year I'd make a couple of gameplay videos here.
That last thing he just said is kind of where I was at. Like, it's kind of where I'm at, honestly. Where I'm just kind of like, okay, I just got to like enjoy what I do enjoy and just kind of accept that the game is just not in a great state currently. Um, you know, and hopefully, like from what I understand, it's gonna get better. The format is gonna get better. So I'm just looking forward to that new stuff to come out. Like Yummy looks cool. Draco Tail looks cool, so I'll just try all that stuff out. And probably, who knows, maybe then I'll be super hyped again about Master Duel. So I kind of agree with him for that at least.
Here and there, like I made an Unchained video where I like did a serious deck profile and offered some gameplay, and it was like the master rank, and I was like actually playing against like competent players, and like that's super fun and enjoyable because that deck was interactive. Like you actually got to play against the person. They didn't just like
Unchained, bro. Full power Unchained, bro, was just kind of like it was interactive, bro. Like I don't know.
negate, bounce, or disrupt everything you did, and I'm just not having fun with how the current format is. And I might just be fixating too much on like the actual card pool here, but you can't deny that even the biggest fan of Maliss has to admit that Maliss is a deck that exacerbates every single negative aspect of the game. The long turns, the disruptions, the play on your turn type of thing. Maybe not the play on your turn too much, but just the amount of hand traps and stuff this deck can still play despite getting new support.
No, the real issue is that it draws fucking 20 cards turn 1. So it has like a really solid board, and then it also drew 7 hand traps. That's the real reason Maliss is such a bullshit deck. It's so frustrating to play against, on top of playing through literally everything. Like, that's the real fucking thing that's super annoying about Maliss, in my opinion. It's like 7 draws on turn 1. Yeah, and built-in targeting protection, targeting dodge out of trap cards that you get to set before summoning. And hey, play through every hand trap. No, this shit is bullshit. Oh, he was talking about pure Unchained? Oh, my bad. Yeah, I was thinking of like Unchained Yubel. When you said Unchained, I just jumped straight to that. That's my B.
Sorry, this has been very ranty. I don't really have much to really offer in way of solutions, and I just felt like I needed to get this off my chest because I really hate ranked right now. I don't know, maybe if you ban like 4 of the top decks right now, the game will be enjoyable. I'm really disappointed that nothing has been done to create alternative ways to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Outside of just current ranked advanced format, and I hope eventually something gets done about this. I don't know how much more of that.
Yeah, I mean, like at least his like thesis, like what do you call the closing statement? His closing statement is just kind of true. Like, yeah, like there's just not enough going on with Master Duel for how successful it's been. It's fucking crazy. It really feels like we're playing a game from some fucking indie company, which it's just, dude, they gotta be doing more. Like they have to do more. I don't know what studio is dealing with this fucking game, or if it's just Konami that. I don't know if it has to go through too many approval seats for anything to happen. I don't mind the current decks being tier 1. I would just love for tier 2 and tier 3 to exist. Yeah, but the power creep has just made it so, like, what is tier 3? I'm playing Blue Eyes. People are telling me Blue Eyes like the 3rd best deck in the game, and that shit still feels rogue. So I don't know, man. Feels like the team running this is playing a game of telephone with the changes. Yeah, I just don't understand. I wonder what the structure is. If it's just like if there's too many middlemen that they have to get through to get any real changes done, like I wonder what it is that stops them from just doing things, like making things that are new and cool. It just never happens. It's so weird. It's been 3 years. Dude, for the fucking money they're making, that should be a massive fucking team. Like it should be a huge team working on Master Duel. This game is making way more money than vast majority of Konami games. It's crazy.
Of this I can take. I mean, I guess just have to deal with it because, like I said, like when
Yu-Gi-Oh!
is the Justice
Fortnite
Hunter
sneakers.
format going to come to Master Duel? It's literally like next year. Like, what are we going to do for 4 months? Spin wheels? All right, let me know what your current thoughts and experiences are on Master Duel.
Well, you're definitely gonna spin wheels for 4 months. Man, I gotta get on that spinning wheel business. I gotta talk to Cali Effect, bro. We gotta start spinning wheels, man. I haven't spun a wheel. I gotta start spinning some wheels, man. MD is suffering from a lot of bad executive decisions leading to failures in scrap projects. Yeah, like I think that's what it is too. I have a feeling like the devs probably care a lot more than the executives that are kind of getting the final say so on shit. It's just so strange to me with just like obviously how much money this game's been making. Like, why has none of it been reinvested to generate even more interest and get more people playing and wanting more cosmetics? Like, How do we not have a retro format for all the fucking boomers to just play Blue Eyes and buy every new Royal Rare Blue Eyes you throw at them every other month? Like, what are you guys doing? Why don't you want the free money? Just work on your fucking game. It's crazy. But yeah, overall, I think Farfa complains a lot about just the current format being bad, which like I mean, yeah, I agree. The current format is bad, but overall, it is kind of just a reflection. And everyone's been feeling the fatigue with Master Duel. Like so many people, more and more, I just hear like, oh man, I'm done with this game. I'm done with this game. And I had to take a break for about a month of just almost never playing. And even now, I'm probably not going to be playing as much as I would like to because, well, like he said, there's nothing else to do than ranked, and ranked is not fun right now. If there was other things to do than ranked in Master Duel, then I'd be more likely to pick it up even when I don't like the current format. It'd be a good way to fix it. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.